Aloha, Honor Statistics. Figured we'd try something a little new today. This is, instead of doing Zoom, I'm using the screen recorder app. I'm experimenting. I don't have the full edition, so there's not going to be any edits, and you're going to have to deal with my mistakes. That's about it. First, office hours. Find them in materials right there. This week I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, 2 to 3 p.m. Because we don't have school Friday. Regular office hours for a full 5-day week will be down here. Yeah, it's bizarre. Right there. Tuesday 2 to 3, Thursday 2 to 3, and Friday 9 to 10 a.m. Email or office hour contacts, or message or email for contact. If you want to Zoom, I do need multiple students. It has to be more than one to go on to the conference. If you want to do that, let me know who I need to invite, and I'll set it up in messaging. Assignments are here in Chapter 5. 5.4 materials. Shoot, I didn't attach the study guide. Let me do that. Now it's in here. The PDF, I also have it, and the updates is right there. If you did your own study guide, that's fine. You can turn that in. You've got your study guide assignment here, which it looks like I lost a letter on. If you did your own and didn't wait for me to post this, that's fine. Don't forget to check your answers for the TIYs in the book. The answers are on page A39 in my book. I can't verify that because my lab is down. I don't know how long it's been down or how long it will be down, but we'll deal with that if it's down tomorrow. There is an attachment required to this. I suggest getting this done by Tuesday morning at the latest. Due by, I think that's Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock I have there. Yeah, Wednesday evening, 8 o'clock. You can see it underneath there in the gray. Right down here. 5.4 work online, the usual thing. Suggest getting that done Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning. Either do Thursday morning at the latest at 9 a.m. I'm not going to request any work for this. The 5.4 text assignment, you've got it right there. Thursday, it's clippy, jumpy because I keep pausing it when I see mistakes as I go through this. 5.4 text assignment, you've got the numbers there. A lot of this, really, I'll talk about it in a minute. I suggest finishing it by Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, due Thursday by 1 p.m. The quiz online, no work required for this to be submitted. This is due by Thursday at 4 p.m. None of these are currently set up in my lab because, again, I mentioned it was down earlier. I will open them up much earlier than that. The quiz will open up on Wednesday. The other stuff I'll open up immediately, and I'll notice 4 p.m. for the quiz. You can finish them earlier than that, just trying to give you a little extra time. I'll also get you done in time to enjoy your break. We'll pause. So the study guide starts on the end of the 5.31 right there. Define sampling distribution, sample distribution of the sample mean. Again, I can't show any book pictures here because this stuff is down. That's on page 261 in your book. You'll see that. It's a lot of just establishing what a sampling distribution is. There's not computation on these few questions. Go into a lot of detail on these. This is just the notation that mu sub x, mean of the sampling means, just where you get the notation from. Standard deviation. Standard deviation of the sample means. This down here. Sigma sub x bar. Standard deviation of the sample means just explaining what the notation is. X bar is written as subscript. This is the slowest part of this TIY1, is writing all the possible samples. I set up over here and over here. I started it for you using organized pattern. You can see what I'm doing: 111, 112, 113. So I did all the 1-1s, got everything possible. Now I'm going 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, get everything possible. Keep it going. You should end up with 27 permutations. I got a couple things set up there for you over here. In part B, and again, always look at the examples. Most of the rest of this chapter is nothing but examples. And I'll try to find a video for this online. I haven't had a chance to look for that yet. I apologize. Over here, you're creating a frequency table. Okay. And you're going to enter those into your calculator later. Okay, for part B and number 1, you're going to need your calculator or an online calculator. I have an online. Shoot, I don't know if I have this available for you right now. I don't have a link for this one. I have to search it, but I'll try to search one later. Sorry. Hold on, I gotta pause. Okay, back again. So to find the mean and standard deviation of this. Sorry, I didn't put any frequencies in there. Didn't get time for that one. Go to your, what the heck is that? Wrong page. Go to your statistics class. School at home. I've got a couple of links in here for you. Statistical calculator, online Z calculator, statistical calculator. You can click on that. It'll open it up. Notice here 1.1, 2.5, 3.99. Those are the scores. Those are the frequencies under there. So from the data I showed you, you'd have 1. Notice no commas. 1.333. 1.667 and so on, and then for your frequency list, F colon 1, 4, 5, that's for the first 3 numbers. Hit calculate. You'll notice it lists out the individuals here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. There's your standard deviation. Use the sigma now. We'll talk about the S later. Don't use this one. Use this one. If you're going to end up using both of those, it is an important choice. And it gives you all sorts of other stuff down here. Mean, absolute deviation, I don't know what that is. Minimum, maximum, variance, everything. Median, Q1, 2, 3, deciles, IQR, all sorts of other stuff. That lots of it you need to know, lots of it you don't. This should look more like your table right down here, actually. So, I don't know what this calculation of normal distribution is. It's putting everything into our normal sampling distribution. It looks like so. I'm gonna have to experiment with that. Learning as we go here. Okay, back to this page. Sorry this jumps around so much. Like I said, I'm learning it. So once you get those values here, you're going to verify them with the formulas you calculate. Down here. I gotta pause this again. So you'll see in the examples in the book, it says mu. Than that, mu of x bar equals mu, and sigma of x bar equals sigma over square root of n. Use those formulas to verify what you get in part B. The numbers should match up, except for maybe some rounding error for your x bars, but it should be pretty darn close in there. Central limit theorem. you've got to write these definitions down word for word. They're longer, but this is what we need to know here. Okay. Save that. Okay, I'm running low on time, so this is going to have to go quicker. Read these, write them down. These formulas, I just put them down up here. You'll see them on the page. Most of the rest of this is examples. Just look at the examples in the book. Follow what they do. Send me a message if you don't get it. Like I said, I'll try to find a video to post with some help on it. And we'll get through those. Should have put a page number on this, TIY3. That's on page 266 there, top of page 266. I should have had a header in here, but I don't. It should say something right here. This header isn't on your page. I forgot to put it on there. I just caught it. But this is on page 166. Whoops, 266 if you want to find it there. Those are some important formulas. You're going to be using them most of the rest of the book. Example 4, again, read the example. It's just combining everything from the earlier problems. Same for example 5. Example 5 is pretty much the same thing there. Example 6 is a little weirder one. You're using two different distributions on it. Notice you're using the regular distribution and the sampling distribution. So you're going to get two answers. Again, they show it in the examples. Part 1 in the solution is just for x using the regular distribution. Part 2 in the example is the doing it with the sampling distribution with the x bar, and you'll notice the slightly different uses of formulas in there. That's really about it. We will be having a Zoom on Wednesday to go over questions and that sort of thing. You also have my office hours for the week that are posted. This cuts off at 15 minutes. We're at about 13 minutes. Please do note that on the assignment, and I was looking for stuff down there, in your materials, and I give it in here. On the 5.4 text assignment, number 41 and 42, there's a big paragraph before that you have to read. It talks about proportions there. We don't talk about proportions much in this class, but that is a useful little section in there. And that's about it. You guys have a good night. Subscribe to the YouTube page. That's where I'll post videos. Aloha.